I apologize to the community and to our partners in the criminal justice system.
An apology today from the police chief after a new embarrassment for APD's troubled DNA lab. Why the person hired to fix the problems is now off the job. Austin police will not reopen their DNA portion of the crime lab. That bombshell dropped just weeks after the interim Austin police chief said their goal was to have it open by next summer. KXAN's crime reporter Leslie Rangel was at today's announcement that just wrapped up, in fact, and she joins us live from APD headquarters. And Leslie, was this something anyone expected?
Robert, I don't think it really is. And in talking with sources, it seemed there was only very few people who knew about this. Now, today, Chief Manley stood at that podium looking very concerned, but also very sure of his decision. Let's take a listen to what he said at the very beginning of that press conference.
As the chief of police for the Austin Police Department and representing my agency, I apologize to the community and to our partners in the criminal justice system that we're in the position where we are today.
Chief Manley announced they will no longer rehire scientists or a lab supervisor in hopes of reopening the DNA lab. The lab has been closed since June after the Texas Forensic Science Audit Commission found they were doing shoddy work. Now, since the lab was open in 2004, Manley tells us they had 17 audits and none found any issues until this year. Chief Manley also revealed the person they initially hired to run the lab just weeks ago was dismissed recently after questions on the validity and the value of his degree were raised. Now, he says at this point the decision on what will happen with the DNA lab rests in the hands of city and county officials.
We're going to bring in outside experts. One is going to do a look backwards to get an understanding of how did we get to the point we got to, what allowed these failures to occur, and more importantly, what systems need to be in place in any lab to keep from that. And then the other study will be the look forward, and this will be the work that will go into designing, defining recommendations on what a lab should look like in the future. What should the management structure be? Who should control that lab? And again, that will be the decision that the policymakers will make at the end of the day.
Now, again, this is not a permanent closure, but there's also no guarantee that the DNA lab will ever open. Now, just moments ago, I just got off the phone with the incoming district attorney, Margaret Moore. I'm going to work on getting you that sound, and coming up at 6, we'll let you know what she thinks about how all of this could impact the cases going through Travis County right now. For now, we're live at APD headquarters. Leslie Rangel, KXAN News.